So I'm Kurt Dammermann. I'm one of the founders of Lime Lab. So we were very happy to have the Highway 1 teams around. We do product development consulting, and we've done a little bit of coaching for the teams. Well, the great thing about that is I have a lot of experienced guys in the team, and what they love is the enthusiasm and the creativity of the startups. So it's really a symbiotic relationship where we're trying to bring in some experience, and we're feeding off their excitement for hardware. Oh, a bunch of fresh-faced CEOs come in the door, and now they're jaded hardware professionals. Yeah, no, but they have come in, and you know, you see when they come in, they don't know what they don't know. They don't know what the holes in their team or their product are, and through the process, they learn basically what they need to work on and what they have covered. And that watching them grow that way is amazing. And you also learn, you learn what a group of dedicated, hardworking, intelligent people they've found, right? It's really exciting. I think in a world with 3D printing and an Arduino, people think that that is the end of the product development journey and it's time to start manufacturing. What you learn is that there's a lot that needs to be done to become China ready, to become manufacturing ready. And you can't underestimate that. Like that's where the rubber hits the road. And and designing that spec package, and taking it to China is something that not many people know about. Passion is the number one thing. They have to have passion. They all have passion. So they're going to encounter hurdles and they're going to jump hurdles. The most unexpected thing I think is that they don't realize how many sort of iterations they have to go through before they get there. Gosh, that's a good question. I think it depends on the team. I think some teams come in with a great with all of the sort of major players they need. I think other teams find out they maybe have to do some recruiting and do some hiring. And that may be at the end of the day their biggest hurdle, making sure they have the people to do the work. Many of the startups that come through are software based. They come from a sort of the creativity is in a software area. And so they haven't really found that core mechanical engineer to help them make the prototypes, to help them, whatever package this electronics goes in, whatever hardware that the software is going to run on. There's sometimes a deficiency there. Yeah, it's interesting. Maybe they need a steam engine, so they don't have a mechanical engineer for their steam engine, Most interesting thing I think is the well-rounded, they've turned into sort of well-rounded groups, meaning they understand each aspect of what they're about now. They're no longer those sort of entrepreneurs with their head in the sand who think that their idea is great but no one understands them. None of them were coming in, but that's sort of, it pulls them out of their shell and gets them to become more, I guess, well-rounded as a startup. Get an ME. Because I bet you they've all got an electrical engineer and they've all got someone who's good with software. But you need that mechanical engineer just to simply make the parts for you to put the things in to test things. So yeah, more MEs. It's interesting that this class is starting and it's setting a precedent. And I think it's a good one. I think that this is an amazing group of people that were very well liked by all their mentors, and I think that hopefully is something that continues. Just the spirit of camaraderie and they're a fun bunch to be around. And I think that hopefully continues with Highway 1.